After 8 years together, I'm thinking about walking away because the promises don't match reality. This is long, but I need to say it out loud. We've been together 8 years. He's 31 now. I'm 27. He is genuinely kind, warm, loving. I've never doubted that he cares about me. But communication has always been our weak spot. When I try to explain how I feel, it's like the message gets lost halfway. In serious conversations, we somehow miss each other emotionally. He says talking about feelings is hard for him. And over time, that gap has made me feel alone, even when we're together. He works in a restaurant 6 days a week, from noon until sometimes 1 or 2 in the morning, almost every day. I work from home in social media marketing. Our worlds barely overlap. Most days, I'm alone. We only really share his 1 day off. From the beginning, I imagined being with someone who could eventually be a provider. He told me he wanted to be that for me. He said one day he'd work less, that he would take care of things. After 3 years, we moved into a rental together. In 2022, he proposed. He gave me a ring. But after that, we never set an actual wedding date. No real timeline, just someday. Our first big mistake came when we didn't read our rental contract carefully. 2 years later, we suddenly had to move out. Everything was rushed. We ended up buying a house quickly. It felt stressful, but also exciting. We thought we were building a future. Renovations drained a lot of money. Then came the mortgage. It's high, very high. He kept telling me not to worry, that he would provide, that he'd handle it, and I trusted him. Looking back, we never had a real conversation about savings. I assumed we were stable because the bills were being paid. I believed he had a solid financial plan. At some point, I asked him seriously, "When do you see us getting married?" He said, "Maybe 2025. I asked if he was sure. My dream wedding has always been in Italy. I asked what budget he had in mind. He said around 60,000 euros. I even suggested maybe 2026 would feel safer financially. Based on what I thought he earned, it seemed realistic. So I started planning. I contacted wedding planners in Italy, signed a contract, paid a 2,000 euro deposit myself. We flew there, visited venues. It was beautiful, romantic, hopeful. We chose the place. To lock in the date, there was another deposit, about 10,000 euros. After that trip, I went on vacation with my family. While I was away, I asked if he had sent the payment. He went quiet, but said he'd handle it. At the same time, he suggested we could go to Iceland for my birthday. I was trying to focus on saving. He was talking about another trip. Our priorities didn't feel aligned, but I still trusted him. I even started looking for my dress, booked a trip to Asia to finalize it. For me, it was real. We were getting married. Then the planner followed up again about the deposit. That's when everything collapsed. He admitted he didn't have the money. Not for the venue. Not for a €60,000 wedding. His income from the restaurant share was much lower than I believed. Closer to about €10,000 a year. And I had no idea. Worse than the numbers was discovering he had been under financial pressure for a long time. At one point, he had only around €2,000 left in savings, and he never told me. When I asked why he made promises he couldn't keep, he said he never really thought about actively saving. In his mind, getting married in 10 years would still be fine. That's when it hit me. We see the future completely differently. I plan. I set goals. I move toward them. He lives day by day. He works incredibly hard. He sacrifices his time. But financially, there's almost nothing left each month. And I pay my own expenses. For years I heard, "I'll provide for you." But reality doesn't match those words. And the wedding? It wasn't about forcing him. I literally asked what he could afford. If he had said, "I don't have the money," I would have chosen something smaller, or postponed, or even skipped it. What hurts is the dishonesty. I told everyone we were getting married. I visited venues. I tried on dresses. Now to say it's canceled, it feels humiliating. But it didn't stop there. I later found out his 15% share in the restaurant is shared with his siblings. And he hadn't paid them their portion for 2 years. Which means he owes them money. Which means he's in debt. Which means there's even less than I thought. It felt like problem after problem appeared. Things he never told me. And something inside me broke. Not because of the wedding itself, but because of the lack of transparency, the lack of planning, the false sense of security. He is sweet. He loves me. I know that. But kindness alone doesn't build stability. We rarely have deep conversations. We barely spend real time together. And when I imagine the future, I don't feel safe. I feel uncertain. I'm starting to wonder if staying in a relationship where our visions, communication styles, and approach to life are so different will actually make either of us happy. I never wanted luxury. I just wanted honesty. And now I'm standing here, 8 years in, wondering if love is enough when trust has quietly eroded underneath it.